as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks under...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. And off we go from Las Vegas. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40. So really good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Diggs. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Play fake, Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Curt sets up to throw it.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-3 is your score after 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now for a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Flushed out right. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Curt's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hurts.
And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Brissett to throw on first.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The set on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Curt's throw complete there to Smith.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
19
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is second and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is caught by Watkins. The 40. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-17. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go now. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2.
On second and 12, Hurts. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Brissett going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. That's exactly what he did.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
That brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, Brissett. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 44.
Again, it's Brissett.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another.
On first down, Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Brissett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Now Brissett on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown tonight.
And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and demonstrate more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Curt sets up to throw it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 61 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Browns were able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams,
Touchdown, Browns! Kareem Hunt, 42 yards.
And the Browns have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
69 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Browns 41, Eagles 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Brissett looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Brissett's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Brissett. That one is caught by Hunt. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Brissett. It's caught. Cooper.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it.
He's got him in, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll turn to Sanders.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this is not the way to start a drive. Brissett going to go to the air right away. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's got room. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brissett now.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, back to Sanders.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showed a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Another run with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 33 yards.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. throwing. Brissett. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
First down, Brissett. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score time, 7-7.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Brissett.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 3rd and short.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a gain of 9, brings up second and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Running right, here's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Hurts. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Grant Delpit.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy making play, he gets the points. That really wasn't was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game and tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
36 yards.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. It's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On first and 10, Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is Smith with a brand. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Jake Elliott, career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw for Brissett. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3
yards remain for 2nd down.
Brissett again.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play through. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brissett sets to throw it. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
18,
hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 12.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Taken in by Pascal out left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hook up of 15 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Brissett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.